Hey guys, look, it's Fantasy Blitz time.
What's going on?
Welcome back. We're alive. I promise we are alive. We're doing the show. We've got Elijah here. It's your boy Nick. It's your boy Elijah. And we're here to talk about Week 13. I'm not going to lie. Last week, I did a lot of research for the Thanksgiving special. And then I got a stomach virus and basically missed all of the football games. I did watch the Thursday ones, but Friday, dead. Saturday, drove many hours in my car, stopping every 45 minutes to take a dump at the nearest gas station. And yeah, it was hell. And then Monday, I still felt bad. So I completely missed out on most of the games. I heard they're really good. I'm bummed that I missed a lot of them. Anytime the Eagles are playing, apparently the Eagles like completely asserted themselves. So yeah, the Von Miller with the arrest warrant.
Hey, what's up, Steven? What's up, Davis?
So, Elijah, can you summarize Week 12? Because I really didn't watch it.
Week 12, I would just say, well, the primetime game wasn't the primetime game, which was the Bills versus the Eagles.
Right.
Dave is a Bills fan. I'm sorry to put that out there. Chiefs, everyone, sorry. But everyone, got a little scared in the beginning, but they still prevailed. I think that's one of the biggest takeaways I got is that the Chiefs are still the Chiefs. They're not the same, as we all know, but they are still that team that can win games regardless.
Yep.
Jets, they still suck.
The Jets are in hell right now.
No, that's bad.
It's very
bad. I mean, the Fail Mary. God, could you imagine? Like, I can't. I don't even know.
The Fail Mary.
Yeah. And NFC South. It's a new.
How many bogus plays are the Jets going to coin? They did the butt fumble, right?
Butt fumble, and that was on Thanksgiving too.
And Fail Mary.
The first ever Black Friday game, and now they got the Fail Mary, and then the butt fumble.
Yeah.
Jets, Jets.
The worst. Second worst team to the Eagles. Eagles are the worst fans.
Oh my
gosh.
Yeah. I went to a game, Falcons Eagles, like 4 years ago, and a little Elijah was just walking through. And I was with my friend Hayden, and we were walking through. And these Eagles fans just start cursing us out, and I was like, "Bro, what? I didn't get. We're not even rivals. Like we didn't play each other."
I know. Eagles Stadium is the only stadium where they actually have a jail in the bottom of it.
That's amazing. I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, it may not be that way anymore. I got to turn off the overhead lights. But Elijah, keep on talking about Week 12.
Oh, Week 12 was phenomenal. I think teams are definitely starting to come out as showers, or just like studs or not. But I would say that we're starting to get a groove on who are contenders and who is not. And injuries are definitely coming into play even more than ever.
Oh, my gosh. So
we were just talking about off there.
Mark Andrews.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That injury, I think, killed. I mean, I don't think one player makes a team, but that's going to be insane.
It killed a lot of teams.
Yeah.
It killed my team. One of my teams was dead.
Because, I mean, he fills the tight end position, but now you're basically losing a wide receiver or a solid flex play if you have Travis Kelce somehow. But one of those weird ones.
Very, very frustrating. But, guys, it is time for Week 13. Here we are.
We move.
Here we go. Teams on bye. Some heavy hitters. Heavy-duty teams on bye. Lots of people are suffering here at the very tail end of fantasy football. You don't got any Diggs action. Mark Andrews is already out, but no Lamar. All the power players on the Vikings that have been absolutely crushing it over the past couple weeks. Very sad. No one cares about the Bears. No one on the Giants is relevant, although DeVito still is not. He's not horrible.
Let's go, Tommy.
Yeah, he's not horrible.
He's managing game. I mean, the Patriots absolutely suck, but he's managing games. They're telling him, don't go be Superman. Just go win the game.
He's there. He understands the situation that the Giants are tanking and they're rebuilding, so he's not going to put everything out there. He's going to put up solid numbers. I think he's building his resume.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
As a quarterback. And he's one of those quarterbacks, like if he's smart and he's tactical and he becomes a good game manager, he's going to play until he's 42.
Oh, yeah. A little second string, type action, just make a good amount in the career. You know how it is. We've seen it.
Yeah, he'll be like, who's that career backup?
I get a name.
Played for the Browns, right?
Cowan.
Hoyer.
Oh, Brian Hoyer?
Yeah, Brian Hoyer. He's still a quarterback, still pulling in a paycheck.
But just somewhere else. I don't know.
Gee whiz. First off, tonight, Seahawks versus Dallas. This is going to be awful.
Oh, you think so?
I don't think it's going to be great because Dallas has just such an overwhelming presence of force on defense.
Yeah, no, that's true. And I think, Seahawks are a little banged up. I don't expect Kenneth Walker to play, which hurts. And I ain't talking Jalen.
That's why I put Charbonnet up there. And, people can say, oh, Zach's not great. Well, he's all they got right now.
Yeah.
And the way it is with running backs right now, if you've got Zach Charbonnet, you may have to desperately play him, even against the Dallas defense, which is an awful matchup. Awful.
Looking for touches, but
if you got to play a running back,
yeah,
if he's an RB1. So there we are. Coin operator, Blitz boys, live and in color. Yes. Come on now. Hit that like button on your way in. Appreciate it, guys. And DK Metcalf is really the only play I see for Seahawks. I don't see Tyler Lockett putting up a lot of great numbers against Dallas.
Yeah, I would only say high man leagues, Lockett's a solid flex play, perhaps, but just because not that Tyler Lockett sucks or anything, but that like you said, it's just overwhelming. It's just the strength and the speed.
Yeah,
teams can't keep up with him. It's frustrating.
Yeah, Dallas. You're starting Dak, you're starting Lamb, you're starting Pollard. Seahawks have an okay defense. They're kind of middle of the pack, so like I'm not expecting like Gallup to put up amazing numbers. Or anyone else on the team. So that's why I'm really not starting anyone else. But, Lamb has just been an absolute brick shit house this whole year.
It's terrible. I just had a guy, I played him that had CeeDee Lamb, and then 2 weeks later, this guy traded him CeeDee Lamb, so I have to face him again.
Oh, my God.
And that was during CeeDee's, 40-point game. I'm just looking at the lineup. I'm like, not again.
Oh, God,
I thought it was just going to be once. So I'm expecting Lamb to just full on go crazy.
He's going to continue to do so, even if this is a little bit of a stinker.
Yep.
South SCO 650. Kyron Pollard, Rashad White start
have
two.
To start Kyron.
Jay Warren, Kyron. I would say White based on the matchup.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, the Seahawks they have a good defense. I expect Lamb. I know it's talking about the running backs, but I expect Lamb to do well. But they have good corners.
Yeah,
and Seattle is solid. So
Pollard's going to have a tougher go.
Yeah, much tougher.
Let's move on here. Let's go to Chargers and New England. This is going to be an absolute shit show. Now you got to watch for Allen. I put a star by his name because Allen was on the injury report, questionable. Watch him, but if he plays, holy cannolis, they're going to put up some points.
We love our cannolis. Yeah, he would absolutely be. It would be amazing if he could be in that game. I think Chargers would win overall just because the Patriots suck. But from a fantasy aspect, that's increasing Herbert's production. Yeah. I would even say it helps Eckler a little bit too, just to get downfield and then have a goal line touchdown or something. Not too bad.
Yeah, and then New England, you can play Stevenson. That's about it.
Yeah, that's literally it. No DeMario or DeMayo Douglas, however you say his name.
Not even Bailey Zapp.
Really?
Look, and that's kind of saying something because healthy quarterbacks now. Look, if you're one of those guys, if you had some kind of stud team and you had Bills quarterback Josh Allen, and you had Fields as your backup QB, now you don't have one.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And I still wouldn't play Bailey Zapp.
Patriots. I think it's a hot take. We don't have to talk about it, but Bill Belichick. Gotta go.
You think he's over the hill now? He's got a sweet. He can land wherever he wants. He's got a sweet gig at wherever.
No, I agree. It's just like I don't. If the Patriots want to move forward, I really think they have to consider Belichick. But that's just me. I think he's just too old fashioned, and the game's changing. But he's still a good coach. Still a good coach. I'm not saying. He can still win you games, but I think Patriots.
You know what he would be great as?
Who? Like what?
An owner. Or GM.
Yeah, I can see that.
He'd be a great GM.
Yeah, because he can just pick out the talent and not have to worry about what he's doing with the talent.
He can be playing the 4-dimensional chess, and then the coach be doing the coaching.
Yep.
So we'll see here.
A little promotion. Something.
Yeah, a little promotion. This is going to be a shootout, baby. Play them all. Detroit, you play everyone, okay? Play the water boy. Everyone in Detroit. They did put up a little bit of a stinker last week, but that's to be expected with Detroit on Thursdays. Thanksgiving Detroit, it's just the way it's going to be.
It's bad.
But yeah, so much fun watching Detroit these days. They are probably going to go to the playoffs. I can't believe I said that.
Were they 8-3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... I just blinked. I'm like, wait, I actually just said that. The Lions are 8-3.
This is their best record they've had, I think, in 60 years. I think the last time they had this good of a record, it was 1948 or something.
Yeah, some old Lions fans I remember that, and I can't believe I've made it here.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And then in New Orleans, you're going to play Carr, Kamara, Olave, and Shaheed for sure. Again, starts because they are injured, but I'm expecting everyone to eat. Here's my sneaky play that I didn't put in here.
Okay.
I'm expecting some points from Taysom Hill.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly. Like, I think it is sneaky, though, because
Yeah.
he just played us recently. Take the L. Sorry. Had to. But he got production, and he does well. So I think overall he will get touches, especially if Olave and Shahid are out. So, and also I think Juwan Johnson could be sleeper just in case. But that all depends on if these two guys play or not, just because of the options for Carr.
Yep, absolutely. Let's see. This is the worst game of the week.
It has to be. It has to be. Wait, what's the quarterback name for the Jets? What's his name? Tim?
Who cares?
Yeah, that's what, Desmond Ridder versus fill in the blank. I don't know.
Versus their running back.
Yeah.
Like all of Atlanta versus the New. You talk about them. You know more about
Okay,
it.
so I liked what we did against the Saints. I thought it was solid overall. This Jets defense, though, is just incredible. Raheem Mostert did have a good game against the Jets.
Yep.
So I will say that
They get worn down.
They
give up the ghost around the middle of the third quarter.
Yep. So and that's because of their offense. Their offense is not keeping them on the defense or keeping them on the field. So they're getting tired. But I expect big things from Bijan. I'm a little nervous about Drake London just because of the cornerback matchup. But Kyle Pitts, he should be okay. But again, that secondary for the Jets are. Yeah, they all got just studs on there.
I'm just looking up who the actual quarterback is now for the Jets.
I forgot his name, but I remember the memes were just like insanely funny about Zach Wilson.
Is it
looking
Boyle?
at him in the mirror? Like that's the same. Tim Boyle.
Tim Boyle.
Yeah.
This guy is the most corn-fed for. But this guy drives a Dodge Ram. That's all I gotta say. He drives a Dodge.
You want me to play this
Ram.
weekend, Coach? All right, I got you.
Come on, y'all.
Come
on, let's go. So yeah, I think even though that is a bad matchup with London against Sauce Gardner is going to get gassed in third quarter, and then Atlanta's going to ball out. But it could be another one of those things where like we're at the beginning of the fourth quarter and it's like 9-3.
Yeah, I was supposed to say like a 13-10, just something like, how did you guys even score this many points? Who's going to score next? Like. Whatever.
It's going to be bad.
It could be bad, yeah.
This is going to be I think it's going to be a blowout. Just because I hate Pittsburgh.
Oh, so you think Arizona's going to blow them out?
I think Arizona's going to blow them out.
Okay, no, I can totally see that happening.
Yeah.
I was going to agree with you a little bit just because, I don't know, that Pittsburgh offense, and I know they just fired Canada.
Yeah.
And they finally found some rhythm in their offensive game, but if Kenny Pickett's at the wheel, I don't see anything happening. Just because I saw there was a clip of him making this terrible pass, and it was just no receiver there. But, like, that was after Canada went away. So,
well, I think he has zero confidence now.
Yeah, no, it's gone.
And he's just running around with his head cut off. Yeah, it's really sad to be a lost both. Jake S. lost both Burrow and Cousins. Trade Geno and Montgomery for Tua and Brees.
So you lost Burrow and Cousins. That stinks. Trade Geno and
Montgomery. If you can receive Tua and Brees, 100%. Yeah,
do it
dude.
now. Do it now.
Do it now. I'm staying with Pittsburgh. You go with Najee. He's been putting up solid numbers. Arizona doesn't have a run defense to be noted. And you can go with Pickens just because he's probably going to get some yards, and he's the WR1.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I put Ritter down there. That was from last week's. But yeah, no one else on Pittsburgh is really standing out. Arizona, you go with Kyler Murray. You go with Brown. I have sitting Connor because this is going to be a grudge match. This is his old team.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so I forgot about the James Conner story.
I think they're going to be gunning for him.
Yeah, and Pittsburgh defense, as long as Mike Tomlin's there, that defense will always be good. I won't say like great, but they will always be good, and I think they definitely will specialize against the run.
Yeah.
Brown, I think, is going to be a good flex play. I think that wheel is starting to turn. I really think it's starting to turn for Brown.
Yeah. And I hate to say it because I don't like Arizona. I don't like Kyler. I want Kyler Murray to fail.
No!
As a football player.
I was such a big Murray fan when he came in, dude. It's just so disappointing.
This is one of those games that could really, I think, go either way.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got Indiana, which are hot. Mm-hmm. They are really coming together as a team. Jonathan Taylor could possibly be injured and stay out. But Michael Pittman is having a career year.
Oh, yeah.
Like absolutely stacked as far as stats go this year. A career year. Shout out to anyone who drafted him. I drafted Michael Pittman in one of my leagues. I shit you not. I drafted Pittman in the 11th round.
Okay. I was about to be like, oh, what? Like, in the what round? Sayana Pillay, could the Colts QB be a good play this week?
Absolutely.
I would say
Minshew?
so.
Yeah, go with the stash.
Absolutely.
I mean,
great question. Great question.
Tennessee still has a good defense by all means. I mean, it's middle of the pack, but Minshew's been putting up numbers.
Yep.
So, yeah, and Minshew and Pittman have the rapport. If Taylor's playing, it's even better. So, yeah, I'm going with Minshew all day. Will Levis, do not start Will Levis. Okay, still not playing good. But you're going to put in Hopkins and Henry because that's all they got.
That's all.
Name another Titans player.
Treylon Burks is coming back from that gruesome injury, but he's not even playing. Yeah, and nothing.
None.
Yeah, I think Minshew will be good though, just because Tennessee's amazing at the run. Run defense, so I think they're going to have to.
They're airing it out.
And that Zach Moss, if you have Zach Moss,
keep him close.
Yeah,
because he will get fed if Taylor's out.
It's going to be so good. Yeah, I wish I had him.
Yeah, I know. Guys, go ahead and like and subscribe. Appreciate
Please.
it. We're doing what we can to give you the fantasy football alpha. And it's just me and Elijah today, just chilling, just hanging out like bros, broing down. But hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Come on. Here we go. This is the shootout of the century with the number 1 and number 2 quarterback in the NFL.
Who would ever thunk it?
Whoever would have thought it? Everyone is saying that this is going to be an absolute exchange of artillery fire. So you could almost start everyone. I did put Jahan Dotson on here just for the simple fact that I think the spread on this, I think it's like a 51 point, 52 points. Yeah. It's in the 50s, 50 and a half points or something like that.
I can see that.
So this is going to go crazy. Not much alpha here besides Dotson. I think he is the sneaky flex play, especially with all these other people out, right? You've got Diggs out. You've got all the Ravens receivers out. You have DJ Moore out. So if you need someone, Dotson's not bad because the Miami defense is really hit or miss, but their offense is amazing. So start every Miami player except for their tight end. But yeah, you're going to put in Tua. You're going to put in Hill. Hill's on the injury report. Mind your manners. Devon Achane. Mostert is also on the injury report, but I think he'll be okay. And Jalen Waddle. Blurpy. Taysom Hill or Ferguson. Full PPR. Projected to lose by 14. He has Dak playing in his lineup, so just wanted to give that context. Could go with the ceiling play with Hill. Some of that chat got cut off. Ferguson.
Ooh, I go Hill.
You go Hill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, rest your case like a little court. why Ferguson?
I don't know. I don't
There's
trust.
No wrong.
Well, so wait, what are we doing? Are you doing it for your flex? Because Taysom's a tight end, right? That's
what
he's,
so I mean, they could just both be. If you're losing, like if you're projected to lose by 14, I'd go with Hill just because of the old like boomer bust potential.
Yeah.
Because I did that last week with Brandon Cooks and Terry McLaurin. I was debating on between those two.
Yeah.
And I had a friend tell me like, if you do Cooks, like, it could happen. And he went. He did much better than McLaurin. So, and that's because I was projected to lose. He still ended up losing. But
not by as much.
But not by as much, exactly. Yeah. So it helps out a little bit.
Look, right now, you're in for those of us who are not going to make the playoffs, which for most of my teams that is the case. I am in a position out. I don't want to have least amount of points. I don't want to be that guy.
Nope.
I don't want to lose my fantasy football league because that is the worst. You're not winning, but you can still lose. I'd rather be right in the middle.
Amen to that.
So yeah, it's not looking good for most, but that's why you want to do what you can so you don't absolutely suck in every way possible. Warren or Charbonnet for the flex non-PPR.
Non-PPR? I go non-PPR. I'd probably go Charbonnet just because they incorporate Warren way more in the pass game.
Yeah,
and you're not going to get any points from those. So
yeah,
and Najee's definitely more of the grounded pound guy.
Yeah. So
Charbonnet's matchup is terrible.
It's awful. It's not great.
Yeah, now I don't even know. Also, someone dropped Godwin. Should I
pick him up for Jackson Smith and Jigba?
You talking about Chris Godwin?
If it's Chris Godwin, get him.
Yeah, go.
Especially this week.
That's yeah.
Watch this. Denver and Houston. I don't know what to think about this game.
Yeah, it's weird because Denver's like
kind of doing okay.
Yeah, they're kind of hot, and it's weird. I think they've won like 5 straight or something.
Yeah.
But they're like ugly wins, but in the NFL, if you win, you win.
Yeah.
I like it for the Houston matchup just because Houston's on a roll. I love the wideouts. I'm kind of big on Schultz, but not too big. I think that's a lot of a boom or bust potential. Yeah, Chris Godwin.
Yeah, 100%
yes.
George Clay 01. Yep.
Get it now. But I like Singletary in this matchup because Denver's like terrible against the run.
Yeah.
We saw that against the Bills game like 2 weeks ago, and the Bills aren't amazing at the run either.
Yeah.
But they still did well.
Yeah. I probably could have left Dell off.
No, I think it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's solid.
I kind of could have left Collins off then.
Nah. Their
Really?
wideouts are good, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
I
feel
think
like-
Houston knows that they have such a good quarterback in
yeah,
CJ
that's
Stroud.
true.
that
They're going to ball out.
They're just going to let him go.
Do you
But
think it could be shootout?
it could be.
Yeah.
Just because both teams are. I mean, Houston's been in what, 2 or 3 shootouts in the last month or so, ever since Stroud picked up his game.
Yeah, so for Denver, you're going to start Russell Wilson. I didn't think I would say it this year, but you're going to start Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
You're going to start Cortland Sutton and Williams as their running back. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
If you need a running back, because there's so many running backs that are out right now.
Volume, production.
Volume and production.
Come
Volume
on.
and production. Let's go, baby. So, yeah, this is why you get Chris Godwin. Great. He's still in Tampa Bay, right? Or am I
Yeah.
wrong? Yeah. Okay. I didn't put him here, but you can definitely flex Chris Godwin because holy crap, this is going to be this is going to be a murder live on television.
It's gonna
Okay.
be bad.
Baker Mayfield is going to drag his nutsack all up and down the faces of the Carolina Panthers. It's not going to be good. I wouldn't even don't start Thielen because Tampa Bay has really good secondary. So, yeah, and I put Otten here. He's their tight end because why not?
Yeah. Why not? No, Carolina is so bad. And they just fired their head coach, so.
They're worse than the Jets.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know at what point I realized, like, Carolina's so bad, but it made me smile because, divisional rival. And I was like, what? They really are the worst team. Like, let's go. Everyone can kind of, like, agree on that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's just like, I didn't know where to start for that team because you just drafted Bryce Young, #1 overall.
Yeah.
And then you fire your head coach 11 games in,
Mm-hmm.
and your #1 overall pick. I know you got to give him time, but like
He has no O-line, though.
Yeah, nothing's working. I didn't know where to start. Like, do you start with the beefy boys, or where do we move? Like, I don't know what they're. And they lost their pick to the Bears because they traded that.
I know. Like, if you're not at this point, if I was, I want to say Frank Reich, but that was the coach.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like,
Who's the owner? Who's the owner? Chat.
Yeah.
Chat. Tell me who the owner of the Panthers is. He was a guy. He was like a tech stock guy, and then he sold a bunch. Anyways, if I was the owner, I would be drafting big, thick,
You can say
white.
juicy.
I was big, thick, juicy white boys from the Midwest and Samoans for your
There
O
you
line.
go. Yep.
Okay, that's who you want.
Yep.
Okay, you need that thick corn-fed white boys. You need those thick shrimp-fed Samoans.
There you
Okay,
go.
I know you guys fuck with the pineapples there too. Okay, Tepper, thank you very much.
out.
That's what you need. That is the base layer for every team. It's not the quarterback. Okay, it is the offensive line. That is the base layer for your offense. If you do not have an offensive line, you do not have a team. You can have a completely mid-tier quarterback and have an amazing offensive line, and he can just sit in the pocket and be like, beep, 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 and then you're in the game. You can have a mid-tier running back. And if the O-line is there parting the Red Sea like Moses, you're in the game, okay? Don't talk to me about RBs and quarterbacks and stuff. If your boys up front ain't thick, you ain't in it.
They ain't gonna be quick. I was trying.
If your boys up front ain't thick, your game. We gotta workshop that.
Write that down. Write that. Whatever.
We'll remember. Chat. Can someone in chat type that out? If your boys in front ain't thick. ... Help me take notes here.
There you
Appreciate it, because that is a great
They have to be thick though.
catchphrase.
They said Iowa and Wisconsin. Yeah. They
Iowa,
need to be
Wisconsin.
saying I worked on the farm. and-
Kansas,
Cool. Come on through.
Oklahoma,
A little bit of Texas
even
boys.
that little part of Oklahoma that no one is in.
Oh, the little. What's that little part?
I'd say Missouri too. Missouri
Oh, yeah.
counts. Yeah.
Get some of those beefy boys.
Get them thick.
Help out Bryce.
Here we
man.
go. Cleveland and LA Rams. This is going to be a bad game.
Yeah, I can. I don't like either matchup because Browns offense, meh.
Yeah.
Rams defense, meh. Rams offense, pretty good.
Pretty good
Browns defense, pretty good as well.
when they have their quarterback.
Yeah.
And
that's
now
true.
it's some guy with a hyphen in his last name. And I don't care. Okay? Don't start that quarterback, but you're going to start Ford. Literally any position from Iowa except for QB, wide receiver, and running are elite in the. I have the chat's cut off. Damn it. You just read the chat there. Sorry. Blurpy.
Are elite in the NFL.
Are elite in the NFL. Yeah. That's
Straight
fair.
up.
That's fair. Yeah. So look, Cleveland, you're playing Ford because he's the RB1. You're You're putting in Cooper and Njoku because those are really only guys that are going to get you points. Okay. Mark Andrews is out. Njoku puts up points. That's the way it is.
Now we got to see some tight ends. Obviously, Njoku doesn't give a rip, but you got to look for, if you have Mark Andrews, you got to find someone.
You got to find someone
to replace, because you're losing not just I mean, Laporta is great, but you lost Mark Andrews. That is the number 1-2 tight end.
Yeah,
in the entire league.
Better than Kelsey.
I agree. But
Rams.
ready for that.
I want to get your input on who the running back should be for the Rams, because Cleveland does have a very stout running defense.
You got to put Kyron in there for sure.
You know Kyron?
Yeah, it's because he had that crazy bounce back game. Oh my gosh! I was in a group chat for my league, and some guy says Kyron Williams the best player in the NFL.
No.
And I was just like, there's just no way. But then I looked at this recent game, and he had three touchdowns or something crazy, and I was just like, okay, maybe for this week he was. I was nuts, and that was off an injury. So I mean, I got to go with him. I'm nervous about Stafford just because. Pick City, perhaps, but I'm not too worried about
Pick City, bitch.
Yeah.
Pick City, bitch.
I'm not worried about Kupp or Nakua because
they're studs.
Yeah, they are, and I'm more nervous about Kupp's injury. I mean, I know he got a little banged up, but
I think he'll be all right.
I don't need you to be out of the game. I need you to be playing the game.
Come on, man.
But I need you to be healthy. I care about your health.
Be healthy, guys.
Please
be healthy.
Drink water.
Yeah, definitely drink water. Holy crap!
This
is an afternoon game. How dumb is the NFL for scheduling this in the afternoon? They're so dumb. Anyways, holy crap, this game. I mean, you're going to empty the bench. You're every single San Francisco, Purdy, CMC, Debo, Ayuk, Kittle. Yes, I put Kittle down there.
Gots to.
All right? Philly, you're playing Hurts, you're playing Swift, you're playing Brown, you're playing Smith. They're all injured. You got to watch the injury report. It could get really dumb for Philly here. Okay, late in the day on Sunday. But you're also going to play Dallas Goedert, okay? The guy doesn't get that many targets, but he gets some targets, and some is better than nothing.
I'm so afraid of that man.
I know.
He's scary.
I know.
I never draft him.
But look, I think there's upside because there's been a balance in the force now.
Oh, really?
Because Zach Ertz has been released from the Cardinals.
Oh.
So now that Zach Ertz isn't there to energetically ruin Dallas Goedert.
Yep. I see.
Thematically, Dallas Goedert is taking the energy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that all day. It's fantasy. If it works, it works. You know.
We are in a fantasy place. Do you have any other thing to add besides?
Well, I mean, I'm just excited for this game.
Oh, it's gonna be.
I'm very upset at the NFL for doing this because they did the Bills and the Eagles game.
Yeah.
Same thing, but I'm just excited because both defense. I know Philly's secondary is definitely a liability, but they can turn it on when they need to. And these teams, you see what Debo said about his most hated team is the Eagles.
I love it.
He can't. Yeah, he's like, I can't stand the fan base. I can't stand their players. I'm just so upset with them right now.
Same.
And I can totally understand, but I'm just like, I get to just sit on my couch and watch this unfold. I
watch
don't have to worry about this.
Watch the hate. Here we go, baby. This is going to be an interesting game. I think it'll be fun to watch. I think it will be fun to watch. Kansas City at Green Bay. Green Bay is actually not playing terribly. So I think this is, again, going to be a very fun game to watch. Mahomes, Kelsey, Rice. I should have put in Pacheco as the running back because, he's good. He's been putting up good numbers. So you can do Pacheco. And then, you can do Jordan Love. I'd say you can start with confidence Jordan Love against Kansas City. And then you got Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs. Anyone else from Green Bay? Oh, wait, Aaron Jones. Why did I not put him on here? Aaron Jones. You play Aaron Jones. Kansas City is not known for their run defense.
Yeah, no. They just have a good pressure. I think they're a very physical team, and that does help. Schemes are everything, but if you can be physical, if you can hit one guy tough, that will put something into their mind of I don't want to be making moves or trying to juke. I know I'm going to get caught.
Yeah.
And I think the Kansas City, they definitely apply that to
this is going to be
teams.
A cold game.
Well, this is like a Super Bowl game. This is what's the first Super Bowl matchup, right? Ever? Kansas City versus Green Bay?
Dude, that's a deep pull if that's true.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm just going to check out the weather. Always check the weather, boys and girls. Always check the weather. Chiefs and Packers. It's the 8 o'clock. Oh, it's nighttime in Green Bay. Kansas City is projected to crush them.
What's the spread? Minus, did it say? Oh, that's just the FPI.
That's the matchup predictor. I don't know what the spread is. Hang on. I'm looking for information. It is game time weather, 35 degrees. So, I think it's going to be fun to watch. There's going to be a lot of drop passes.
Oh, yeah.
because that ball's going to be hard as a rock.
And I don't want either Mahomes or Jordan Love because they both can rip it.
Yeah.
You know, they're airing it out all the time. And
airing out all the time.
We'll see. Right in the chest.
We'll see. And I think this is the last one.
Is that the Monday night game?
I think it's the Monday night game.
Sorry, excuse me.
Might be. No. It might be.
Could it be? Yeah, I can find out real quick.
Chase and Mixon are your only starters because it is sad times in Cincinnati. And I think Jacksonville's just unfortunately going to walk all over the Bengals. You're starting everyone. You're starting Kirk. You're starting Ridley. You're starting Ingram. Starting ATN. I think ATN is injured. Jaden Reed. Yeah, Jaden Reed gets a few carries also. Thank you, Angelo. This is the Monday night game. This is the last game. Jacksonville, this is going to be a shit show. Jacksonville's going to absolutely crush them. Keep your eye again on Travis Etienne Jr. because he is listed on the injury report. Yeah, Law gonna ball.
I think so. I think he's finally finding it. Like, this is what I'm hoping for Bryce Young. Go Dogs! But
yeah,
this is what I'm hoping for him. I hope that he can do a similar, like Trevor Lawrence. Like, I feel like people forgot. Like, he wasn't terrible, but he was not good in his first year. Like, he was up. He threw a lot of picks.
That's true.
And Bryce was just looks bad. But I think if Adam Thielen's your best wide receiver, and like you said, your O-line is terrible.
You have no running back.
And you got no running back
whatsoever.
I don't think things are going to work out.
Yeah.
But I think and they kind of built that around Trevor. They gave him Ridley. They got him Ingram. And, you know, they paired the bunch with him and Travis Etienne. So I think that's what I'm hoping to see. And I do project that to happen for Bryce Young with, you know, like
I
Trevor.
could see Bryce Young flourishing at the Jets.
Oh, yeah, I could see that happening.
Because while the Jets O-line is not good, at least he would have a running back and like a decent, competent receiver core.
Yeah. I mean, Tyler Conklin is the tight end for the Jets, and he's like better than any Panthers player.
Yeah.
Like, he catches balls, and it's just like, Tyler Conklin, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Yeah, so those are the picks for that game. Not looking forward to that one. And here's some interesting data. Miami versus Washington is 50 point. I think it's 50.5 now, point total. Probably going to bet the over on that one.
Miami's definitely getting over 30.
Yeah.
So now I just need Washington to get over 20.
Yeah.
ATL versus the Jets dropped to 34, I think, this morning.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
1.5 drop. Like,
wow.
I mean, for those that don't bet, like, that maybe not seem like a lot or just keep up with this stuff, but that's a huge, like,
that's a big drop.
Just to move like that.
I would actually bet the over
on that one.
On the Atlanta and the Jets.
I could see it happening being like 2017 or just like, I don't know, 23-14, something.
I think there's going to be a couple sneaky pick sixes.
Oh, yeah, I hope
from Atlanta. Just because the Jets make really bad decisions like that. So I think that's why this is going to go on the over. Boom. That's it, guys. This is a quick episode of Fantasy Blitz.
It's Fantasy Blitz.
Fantasy Blitz. Yeah, we're not Fantasy BS. Fantasy Blitz. Blitz. And appreciate all y'all coming to hang out in the chat. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I don't know what we're going to be doing after fantasy football is over. We're going to figure it out. It's going to be weird, but appreciate it. That's everything. Elijah, you have any parting thoughts?
Start your studs.
Nice.
Play them with confidence. It doesn't change anything, but if you give your team a prep talk, or a pep talk, I should say.
Do it, yeah.
Do it. I mean, boost morale.
Boost morale. And remember, if your boys in front ain't thick, gosh, we got to workshop that.
No.
There's something there. There's something there.
We got to have like on a shirt, just like
thick
right
boys.
here, and then on the back. I don't know. So many people like, if your boys ain't thick, what? And then they got to like look over and see what happens.
Weird. Okay. We'll see you guys later.